Good evening, fam. I am here at Tarangire Luxury Hideaway, a beautiful accommodation that Mr. Asheri, the owner, has just opened up. And I feel so honored to be one of his first guests and share my experience with you and also share an interview with you with very inspiring insights. There's so much that we can learn from Mr. Asheri. Mr. Asheri, thank you so much for having us. And you have really a beautiful place. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you for joining us in these beautiful places in Tarangire.
One thing that I really love about this place, and that is very difficult to find, is that it is a locally owned business. Because unfortunately, the accommodation industry and the safari industry in general is dominated by foreign investors. So, as you know, fam, we always are mindful of where we leave our dollars, as we should. And so, I am really pleased to hear that even if it's an exception, that these cases exist. And so, I'm so happy that we get the chance to learn from Mr. Asheri firsthand about his experience in a, let's say, foreign and white dominated industry, and how we can support as a diaspora who wants to have a luxurious experience, safari experience here in Tanzania on the African continent. So, Mr. Asheri, tell us more about you. How did this vision for this beautiful place come up and your whole journey?
Hey, Wayne, my journey started back in 1993 as a floor cleaner. And then I grew up a month later, maybe 2 months later, I grew up as a waiter. Then later on, the journey took me for some years to be a waiter, and then I grew up as a food and beverage manager. And then from there, 10 years later, I moved to CC Africa, is high-end company in Tanzania. And then from there, I worked with Beyond for about 10 years. After 10 years, I joined hand with late Marco Panga to start a beautiful acacia farm lodge, from beans farm to amazing 5-star property. Then from there, the ignition from my spirit started to start thinking out of the box. Then 2019, I started beautiful Pamoja Africa. Pamoja Africa means together in Africa. And together in Africa, we really share the beautiful spots and the beautiful wildlife, beautiful people. People felt with hospitality and love. In Tanzania, hospitality is our key drive. And we are so pleased to welcome the world to Tanzania. Then in 2019, I started Pamoja Olaya Farm Lodge, the beautiful property in Karatu, and is within the coffee and banana farm. Then 8 months later, I started the beautiful property in Serengeti, Pamoja Serengeti Luxury Camp.
That's where we are going tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes, and it was 5 tents when I started. Now it's a 16 tents.
16 tents.
Yes, now all is in a platform.
5 tents, when did you start it? In which year?
2020, February.
Okay.
And
at the height of Corona, actually.
A month later, then Corona was pronounced in our
God.
country, and then dead. But then I was lucky. I had a group of Russian who was been flying to Zanzibar, and then one night in Karatu and one night in Serengeti, back to Zanzibar. So I was being very lucky having those people with me in that moment of difficulties. And then 2022, we opened a beautiful Pamoja migration camp, moving from south of Serengeti to north of Serengeti to follow the Great Migration. And then from there, 2023, I started construction of this beautiful property, Tarangire Luxury Hideaway. 2024, July, end of July, we opened a beautiful property in Karatu. It's called Pamoja Farm Villa. It's only 10 beautiful villas. And then now, in a few months to come, we are opening the beautiful Manyara Baobab Lodge again in Manyara. So we are growing slowly, but nicely. We have very good team from construction to the service delivery, and from reservation to the marketing. We have really beautiful people who are really doing good job. Yeah, yeah. I'm so proud to lead these beautiful people, this beautiful team to the excellency.
That's so beautiful and very, very inspiring, Mr. Asheri. Like it's like a very powerful story. You know, we often hear from dishwasher to millionaire, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And like that's like a powerful story that resembles this one.
yeah. Well, from there, I can do hut. You can move mountain. And now we are moving to Zanzibar.
Really?
Perhaps in next 2 to 3 years, we'll be in Zanzibar. We having a place in Nungwi. Yeah.
Nice.
So we will build a beautiful lodge in Nungwi. Yeah. If the team says let's go, we will go. If they didn't say, I don't have that energy. Yeah.
And what was like when you started as a dishwasher? Did you then already have that vision in your head that one day you will have your own lodge, or how did this develop, this idea?
Well, before my thought is to be a medical doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I have 6 siblings. So we are big, and I'm the firstborn. So I say no, this cannot be possible. Going 5 years to the classroom, and then my sibling won't have life. No, I say this is too much. So I say I need to support my sibling. So my sibling now they went to school. Now they have a good job. Now they have children, they have family. They are raised in a good manner, and they are really doing it very well. And so I'm really proud of my sibling, and I'm really proud of my family. My wife and my children, they have been so helpful all year round. They made me a person, and they made me smile. When I'm down, they say we can do it. We pray together. We move together. Yeah.
And they're also part of your team. They also
are.
work for you.
They are.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, my wife, she's here. She's also working with me day and night, making sure that we are doing right.
Nice.
And the good thing is bringing back to the community. The community of Karatu, the community of Serengeti. We support the clinic in Serengeti, and we support some schools in Karatu. So we're changing the life of the people, and we're supporting some people also going to the classrooms. We're paying the fees to make sure that we empower them into education. Yeah.
So you're giving back to the community.
Yeah.
And you know, there's this, that is how the universe and God works. If you give, God will bless you with more so that you can bless other people as well.
Indeed.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
But so back to my question, when you started, so you had the idea, actually the dream to become a medical doctor.
Well, when perhaps is built up because of the environment where I was schooling. So most of my schoolmates, their dream is to be a doctor, medical doctor. So I love what they wanted, and I say no, I want also to be a doctor. But not only that, but I really like to help people, to be a hand to somebody, rather than to be a pain to somebody. I want to be a hand to somebody. Yeah.
And when did this idea come, or how did this idea, this vision come up, that you said, I'm going to establish an accommodation business, a high-end business where I also like support the community and offer guests like a very unique and once-in-a-lifetime experience?
Well, my experience with and beyond CC Africa, it was really moved me from only employee to an employer. And the reason I say into my heart I can do it, there is all resources. We have timber, we have land, we have stones, we have we have sand. Everything is right here. So the material to make the lodge, the resources are there. So, and it's not that expensive. So I thought that there was a mindset of in the mind of the people that this is too expensive and you cannot do it. So that kind of discouragement, I really fight it with me for ages and say no, this is not that expensive. And you know what? The value of money is value of the material. So when you build the lodge, the value of it is appreciating. But the value of the money that you have in your account, it doesn't appreciate. It will keep on depreciating. Yeah. So I said, instead of keeping the money into the bank, I better put in investment, and then giving access to one person to have a job, so he can really able to support 2 or 3 to 5 family. Yeah.
And so when you did your first investment into a lodge, you said that was the one in Karatu,
Yes,
right?
yes.
What was the name of that lodge again?
Pamoja Farm Lodge. Yeah.
And were you scared? How did you feel when you invested everything and when you opened the doors? When you did, that was in
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
How did you feel that moment? Were you scared a little bit?
For the
Starting your
for
first
the
business?
first 3 months, it was really very scary, and I lose the weight.
Sorry, you?
I lose the weight.
You lost weight.
Yes, I lose the weight and
from worrying.
I become slim, and then but I have really good sound from my heart, from my spirit saying, "You can do it. You can do it." And eventually, then I contacted several people, several friends that guys, I'm moving to this area, and I'm bringing you the nice place for you to bring your guests in, and I'll give it the best service, so please support me. And I have really good people who have supported me from the beginning until I accelerated to the height I am now. Yeah.
So you had confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were believing in yourself as well, right? And you had a very good network and good people behind you. What were your biggest challenges in this whole journey?
Well, when I started, I didn't have money. And when I started, so I didn't have money, so I didn't able to really do the best of what I wanted. So I do what I could afford at that time. So I did it, and that brought me some resources, and that resources brought me to the height of what I wanted. Like today, the Pamoja, that Serengeti Luxury Hideaway, it is a different test, and it is unique. Yeah. And you go to Pamoja Farm Villa, is quite unique. Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately it was booked out, which is a good sign.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But yeah, I really love to hear that. And when you can, if you could give one advice to people who want to start their own business, right, and who start from zero, what would be your most important advice?
Be confident, trust in yourself, you can do it.
Yes, that's also my advice I give them, because you know, I also have my own business, and I remember after I have furnished my accommodation and listed it online, I remember I didn't sleep the whole night, and I was thinking, imagine if everything was for nothing, right? And I think every business owner goes through these emotions after having invested everything. And yeah, another question is, if people want to come to do a safari in Tanzania, what advices do you give them to have the best experience, to have the authentic experience?
Well,
As someone who has worked in the industry for decades now.
Well, for my experience for 3 decades in the industry, don't miss Tarangire, don't miss Manyara, don't miss Ngorongoro, don't miss Serengeti. Spend enough of your time to explore beautiful Serengeti. Perhaps minimum 3 nights. Max, you can go up to 5 to 6. Do migration. Go and experience stargazing. There is a lot to do in Serengeti. Go to Ngorongoro, down to the crater. Into that beautiful crater, there was a lake. Flamingos, rhinos, lions, just laying down and just awaiting for you. Don't forget to join us in Pamoja Serengeti Luxury Camp. Just far west, the game drive is abundant. It's just built at the beautiful edge of Orangi River, where the wildlife come and quench their thirst. See how those gnu crossing the river. Right. That is a moment that you really don't like to miss. Join us. We are Pamoja Africa. We love you in Africa. Together in Africa, we can change a life of one person. That one person is that lady in the village, that young man who really didn't have the privilege to go to the school. We are here to make them smile again. We love you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Asheri. These were beautiful words, and I can definitely agree with you. Tarangire is one of my favorite parks. The first time, my first safari was in Tarangire in 2008. Then I was still a student and I came for an internship to Zanzibar. And I stayed to learn Swahili, and I met Biki Dude there and did some interview with her. And then I knew, okay, Zanzibar Island is not representative of Tanzania. I have to see the mainland as well. And so I took my flight to Arusha. I had my first safari there with also a local person, a locally owned company, and amazing person. He took me and my friend to Ngorongoro crater.
Wow.
Mind-blowing, honestly, mind-blowing.
Wow.
And also so many beautiful experiences, and especially I remember Tarangire, the herds of the elephants, and it was just like, you cannot describe it. You have to experience it for yourself. And back then I was a student, so we could really afford only the basic safari. We were sleeping in a tent, which is a nice experience, but I can tell you for real, there's nothing that even comes close to having like this comfort and this luxury, and having this upgrade from a tent to such a lodge where you're really like, we had to leave the park in the evening, right? You cannot stay in the park in a tent because it's dangerous. But this is a whole different level. You are really inside the park. You stay overnight. It's such a privilege, and I feel blessed, you know. I feel blessed. Thank you so much. Fam, I will put the link of his homepage where you can book your stay in the description below. Check it out. Also, follow their Instagram page and show them some love. I will also put the link of the Instagram channel in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. And yeah, I will definitely be back. That's for sure.
Thank you.
Hopefully with a big group.
Thank you.
Thank you, Asheri. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
And have a good evening. Bye, fam.
Thank you, Al.